Good morning, everybody. It's November 17th, and this is my first sip of coffee. Excuse me. Okay. I want to start off. Somebody called me yesterday and asked me, about when somebody's says that you need to find a church and be in a church, and that's where you have to gather and be in fellowship. Well, I'm going to give you something that you can read here. Like last night, we went to a Bible study, and we shared there, and we went through things, talking about the things that one needs to do, and in growth towards what's right in God's eyes. We talked about spiritual growth. Unfortunately, it was starting off really, really good, and then it led into the world, because somebody started talking about their blessings and stuff that they get in the world because of giving to the church. They end up getting more back. See, that's the mindset people have. If I give to the church, I'll get more back. Well, it ended up going, not good, but nonetheless, we went there and we shared, and in Revelations 18, not Revelations 18, but St. Matthew's 18, the greatest in the kingdom, where I want you to go to is chapter 18 in St. Matthew's to verse 20, okay? Or we could start off at sins and forgiveness, where it says in chapter 18, verse 15 through 22, okay? Now let me tell you something. When I was at that church last night, they had this gauge inside there that had something to do with the inside the church. I don't know what it was, some kind of electrical thing, where it did monitored the something for the volume for the loudspeakers or whatever. But as we were getting ready to leave, I looked at the number of the electrical thing in the room, and it was 4-4. And I went, oh man, and that's probably why when I was trying to testify to people, show them the photos of the angel blowing the trumpet, I was busy. This is what I do all the time, you guys know that. And I was showing them the photo of the trumpet, angel blowing the trumpet. Everybody can see that angel right there, blowing the trumpet, the bathtub. But that's what I was doing. I was showing them that. And I told them the year that I took it, 1977, and how they got a fire station in their town here called 77. And then on my phone, I also have a picture where I had a fire truck where I lived. It pulled in front of my building, and it had an alien on the back from those cartoons, Bugs Bunny. That alien that always in there wearing that green helmet or whatever. And what it said was Area 51, okay? Which we all know, Area 51, with our government, how secretive it is. That we always said that they got space alien stuff, crafts and stuff in there. It's all of the devil what they got. What they're doing is mixing iron and clay, okay? That's what the devil's doing. So we've had, a lot of people don't know this. There's a lot of people that goes up missing all the time in America, all the time, and they've never been found. And a lot of people just goes over their head after so much time. They're like, well, they're probably dead, murdered, and nobody finds them. That's just the way it is. But look at the sheer numbers of people that are never found. Excuse me. But this is what the devil does. They're trying to mix iron and clay. These are the days. All right, let's get to 18 here. Those people I was sharing with last night, showing them the picture and stuff, they'd say, oh yeah, I see it. And then right after that, it was like they didn't want to hear nothing else I said. And it's the way it is. It is what it is. While I'm here, I'll probably go there again on Sunday, and I'm going to try to reach out to some other people while I'm there, But I haven't been going to churches, but listen, this is what I want to tell you, because this person was nervous, because it can be discouraging when you're in churches trying to tell people it's the end and they don't believe it. And then they look at you like there's something wrong with you. When we know perfectly well that these are the end days. We know perfectly well. And the reason why we know is because we've been separated. They haven't. They've been living in the world. It's like how we were talking about spiritual growth, and then all of a sudden they got sucked back into worldly money. It's just the way it is, man. We just have to know it for what it is, okay? And we try to share with people and get the truth out so they know. Because there's people out there that have been separated, and they know something's wrong, but they're around other people that, like we run into in that church. But there might be one or two in there. And then what I'm going to read here about the lost sheep. We might have a lost sheep in there that knew something was going on, but everybody else was acting like everything was fine. Then we're going to be the one to testify to them saying, no, it's over, man. It's getting ready to over. You've been chosen. They haven't. So that's the lost sheep. All we have to do is let them know that, yeah, we see and they don't, because they're asleep. We aren't. Okay, all these things are written in the Holy Bible. Now, let's get back to this, where somebody was asking me about, do you have to be in a church to share and to encourage one another? No. This will tell you on 18:20. It says, for where 2 or 3 are gathered together in my name, there I am in the midst of them. Okay? So as long as there's 2 or 3 there in Jesus' name, Jesus is right there with you. He said where 2 or 3 are, He's there too. So don't let anybody sit there and tell you different. And remember, that's in chapter 18, verse 20. Okay? Now let me get into this. The parable of the lost sheep. Despise not one of these little ones, for I say unto you, that in heaven their angels do always behold the face of my Father which is in heaven. For the Son of Man is come to save that which is lost. Okay? That's why I say you might find a lost sheep inside a church. Who knows, I'm trying to reach out into these people over here too. It's right down the street from us. And I guess this is more like a black people's area here. And so it's a more of a colored church, black people, okay? But they're still our brothers and sisters. We go in there and we try to warn everybody and anybody that will listen, okay? So that's where we're going Sunday too. We're invited to come back. And we're going to go back. And I'm going to try to reach as many different people as I can. Alright, if we're still here, who knows? For the Son of Man is come to save that which was lost. How think ye, if a man has 100 sheep, and one of them be gone astray? See, there could be one inside that church back there that, knows something's up, but they don't understand because nobody else is trying to reach them, okay? Does he not leave the 99 and goeth into the mountains and seeketh that which is gone astray? And if so, be that he find it. Verily I say unto you, he rejoices more over that sheep than the 99 which not went away. Even so, it is not the will of your Father which is in heaven that one of these little ones should perish, not one. That's what it says, not one. Moreover, if thy brother shall trespass against thee, and you tell him his fault between thee and him, and he shall not hear it, thou hasn't gained thy brother. Thou hast not gained thy brother. But if he will not hear thee, then take with thee 1 or 2 more, okay, people with you, and in the mouth are 2 or 3 witnesses, every word be established. And if he shall neglect to hear them, tell them at the church. But if they neglect to hear the church, let him be unto the heathen, and the man, and a publican. In other words, you just move on. You just have to move on. Remember, our true brothers and sisters are those that do the will of the Father in heaven. But you still try to change them, It's crazy what's happening today. Verily I say unto you, whatsoever ye shall bind on earth shall be bound in heaven, and whatsoever ye shall loosen on earth shall be loosened in heaven. Again I say unto you, that if 2 of you shall agree on earth as touching anything that they shall ask, it shall be done for them of my Father which is in heaven. For where 2 or 3 are gathered together in my name, there I am in the midst of them. Okay? That's where somebody wanted to know that, So wherever, if you're sharing anywhere, it doesn't matter where you're at. It's you and another person, man. Jesus is right there, man. That's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to testify with one another. And the Spirit is with us there. And then it says, Then Peter came into him and said, Lord, how often shall my brother sin against me, and I forgive him? Till 7 times? Jesus said unto him, I say not unto thee until 7 times, but until 70 times 7. Ain't that awesome? 70 times 7. 77. That's the year I took this photo. In 1977. Ain't that something? In 1977. Something big's getting ready to happen, you guys. I'm finding where these numbers are, it's in the Bible a lot. It's in there a lot. The Lord's great. Everything He does. Everything He does is great. Ain't that something? 70 times 7. That fire station over here, its number is 77. Alright? I just happened to take a picture of the fire station where this all began for me. I got it on my phone. If you guys like to see a picture of it, I could send it to you. But you got to email it to me. And my email is MARKD as in David, H as in Hardy, 5777 at gmail.com. Excuse me. I'll be happy to send you a photo of that. When I was at the fire department, the fire department came in front of my place where I was at, and when things started happening, and the area, it said Area 51. Well, this is Area 77. The year I took my photo, 77, and the picture of the fire truck with that alien on the back said Area 51, and it showed like everybody knows Area 51 that we got here, our government, and everybody's always heard something was going on there. We knew something was going on there, and it was. They were dealing with the devil. Okay, they didn't know it, but they were always dealing with the devil. They thought that they had aliens. No, they were always dealing with the devil, the demons, the demonic spirits that were here. They were trying to probably get off of this planet. Which God's not going to allow that. You know what I mean? And then we look at how fast some of these spacecrafts are, man, that have been seen. They just disappear really quick. Man, our Father in heaven has things that we can't even fathom. Crafts that go from wherever they're going in an instant. That's the way He is, and that's the way things work. But I've been seeing a lot of things being revealed to me, and it's like when I was in that church last night, and I seen that electrical meter thing. I walked over there with him. I looked, and it said 44. And I went, whoa, man! Like today, I checked the earthquake reports. In the past 24 hours, we've had 43 earthquakes. One away from being 44. And that's in 24 hours. That's a 24-hour report. So like in 25 hours, it'll tell you how many we had. Then it goes back to the 24th. Okay, it'll always lose one. Then the next 24 hours that go by, it'll tell you exactly how much we had in the last 24 hours. It's the earthquake reports for the United States. But that's where we're at. Yeah, I seen that number 44 inside there. I don't like it when I see that, because I know there's a lot of wickedness in this world today, man. And so many people are not going to see what's happening right now. And every time I showed them that picture with the angel blowing the trumpet, they could see it. But then it was like as if something came over them, and they'd get interested in something else, like they didn't really want to hear no more, And I believe the reason for that is because they weren't chosen. You know, those of us that are chosen, it gets our attention and we want to know more. Those that weren't chosen, you can't get their attention. You just can't get their attention. But maybe, just maybe, we might have planted a seed and they'll remember when after we're gone. You know, I don't know. I do know the 144,000 are going to be ministering to people in those end times. I'm pretty sure that's what they're going to be doing.